Hello, and welcome to the Upper School. My name is Julia Della Torre, and I'm the head of Upper School here at Greenhills. I'm also new this year, both to the school and to Michigan, and I'm looking forward to working with each of you to support your children as they get the most out of their upper school experience. In preparation for back to school night next week, I thought you might enjoy a short video introduction. My goal in this is to connect you with what your students and their teachers have been doing these first few weeks, while also introducing you to a few key people who play important roles in your children's lives here. I also hope you leave this introduction excited for back to school night next week. It's hands down one of my favorite events of any school year, and I hope you will leave feeling even more connected to this wonderful community than you already are. For starters, and by way of introduction, I'm Julia again. My family and I moved recently from snowy Boston, Massachusetts, which we were happy to leave behind. I taught French here in the United States and English overseas with the Peace Corps in the Republic of Moldova. The main reason why I left independent schools to live in another country many years ago was to see what teaching and learning would look like if all you had were students and teachers. No books, no technology, sometimes no electricity, but just people. What I found was a lesson I carry with me still today, that schools are all about relationships. Students thrive when they know that people care about them and when they can trust their peers and the adults in their lives. Everything else comes in second. That lesson was alive and well for me in Moldova, and I already know from my brief time at Greenhills that this lesson is lived every day here at school. So in order to show you what kind of education these special relationships can produce, I wanted to share with you what we've been up to in the upper school and introduce you to a few key people. You likely already know Karl Polofsky, our head of school. I'm the head of upper school here and work closely with Luke Jansen, our dean of students, as well as our class principals, Mr. Donato in the 9th grade, Mr. Randolph in the 10th, Dr. Smith in 11th grade, and Mr. Zellers in 12th. They're your best point of contact for any issues that come up with your child. You can, of course, also contact your child's advisor. If you have a question about a class, your child's teacher is your best resource. I'm also available to you if you should have any questions about the upper school more broadly, or if you'd just like to meet and talk. So what have we been up to these first few weeks? Our teachers started the year reconnecting with each other, refocusing their curricula, and sharing what learning they had done over the summer. Our teachers are students in every sense of the word, always intellectually curious and forever wanting to bring their content to life for their students. Our first week of school was marked by convocation, a special ceremony where we recognize the seniors in their important school leadership role, as well as welcome all students into the community of Greenhills. Students 6 through 12 listened to great student and faculty speakers and were given a chance to focus their thoughts on what goals they might set for themselves in the coming year. Classes are also now well underway, and students in every classroom are engaged in hands-on, student-centered learning. We're excited about the range of courses that are available to your students in the upper school and can't wait for you to experience your child's schedule for yourselves. I think you'll agree that our teachers are passionate individuals who are eager to get to know your children, and we hope you'll take this opportunity in the first few weeks of school to tell us more about them. You know your children best, and your insights will help us do the best job we can as educators. Week 2 here was abuzz with class trips. The freshmen went to Torch Lake and participated in a high ropes course, among other activities. Sophomores dug into 2 days of camping at the Pinery in Canada and gained new insights into themselves as individuals and as a class. The juniors started their trip with community service in Detroit, helping with neighborhood cleanup and supporting the mission of Blight Busters, while ending their trip at a nearby retreat center. Finally, our seniors participated in a leadership retreat up in Lapeer, where low ropes challenge activities and reflections on their time at Greenhills shaped students' thinking for this ever-important final year. This week, week 3, we were treated to a special assembly and talk by Amos Giora, a Greenhills graduate who engaged students in meaningful dialogue about passive bystanders and what obligation we have in our society to act when we know that something is wrong. It stimulated conversations all day long in classrooms and in hallways. We also this week matched seniors with their 6th grade buddies, a long-standing tradition that speaks volumes to me, and I hope to all of you, about how Greenhills cares deeply about community above all else. So take a deep breath, everyone. That was just 3 weeks. Part of why I love it here is because we take every opportunity to get to know your children, challenge their thinking, and engage them in real-world learning in every environment possible. Whether in our theater, in the classrooms, in the forums, or dangling from a high ropes course in the great outdoors, Students are given opportunities to connect with each other and with their teachers in exceptional ways. I look forward to welcoming you to the Upper School next Tuesday, September 29th at 6 p.m. for our annual Back to School Night. This window into the school lives of your children will be an inspiring and wonderful experience. I look forward to seeing you then.